Hello, how are you today? Let's see. Okay, Alt C. There we go. How you doing, Danny? Right now, we're just gonna install Gentoo Linux on this. You know what? So I don't know if you can hear me well, but welcome. All right. So first things first. Nice. All right. Now we go to sudo su, and then what to do first. It is to cgdisk slash dev, or actually lsblk, and this is the partition we want to set up. It looks like it's already set up for us, so but I'll show you how to cgdisk slash dev nvme 0 and 1, or there we go. So we got a boot partition, a Luke's root partition, and a Linux swap. So that's all we're gonna need. So we're gonna quit out of that, and then we're gonna do mkfs.fat capital F 32 slash dev nvme 0 and 1 part 1, and then crypt setup Luke's format. Oh, what's up? I don't really know. I have buddies who have NVIDIA cards, but I just use AMD cards personally. So I wouldn't know. I'm using on a Lenovo ThinkPad with a AMD Radeon graphics card. Crypt setup, Luke's format slash DEV slash NVMe 01 part 2. Yes. Super secret password. Again. If they match. Beautiful. Yeah, when I get laptops, I usually stick with like AMD cards when I get laptops. But NVIDIA, I don't know how it's like on the desktop. So you run it on a laptop or you're running on a desktop? And then we're going to open it up. Crypt setup Luke's open slash dev nvme 01 part 2. Oh, heck yeah. Congrats. That's good. That's what's up. I'm glad. So what we just did is open the crypt setup or the Luke's partition so we can be able to format it. So lsblk, you can see that this is the partition we want to format, rootfs. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Arch Linux is pretty cool. Yeah. And now we're gonna format the root fs partition. So it is mkfs dot btrfs slash dev mapper rootfs. There we go. Oh yeah, that's what's looking forward to install Gentoo. I'm glad. So now we're gonna format mk swap slash dev nvme 0 part 3. LSB okay. Make sure. Alright. Now we go to the handbook. Or did the partitioning. And now we're using BTRFS and also an encrypted hard drive. So swap on dev nvme 01 part 3 mkdir dash parents, if it's not there, slash mnt slash gentoo, and then mkdir slash p slash mnt gentoo slash boot. Now we're using an EFI partition, so I use boot just to make things easier. If you're using grub, just use boot or EFI, it doesn't really matter. So I just use boot to make things easier for me. Alright, and now we mount slash dev mapper rootfs space mnt gentoo. So the rootfs is the so say for example you got the Lux partition, and then we put in the password to get access to the main root partition. So this is the rootfs partition right here, and this right here is the encrypted part. So we just open the gate like, and then it's like, oh sweet, we got to the root partition. Now we can format it into BTRFS. cd slash mnt gentoo ls. And then we're gonna synchronize the what's it called it, cronid q. There we go. So if you have any questions about the process of installing, let me know in the comment section. I'm glad you guys are here. You guys are awesome. So, and now we go to the stage 3 Gentoo. Not kidney disease. That'll be a no bueno, as they say. Let's see. mkdir-p slash mnt gentoo slash boot mount slash dev slash nvme 01 part 1 mnt gentoo slash boot. As you can see, we got our M.2 SSD mounted with all the important stuff mounted. So this is your choice. Gentoo Linux is all about choice, just like in the Matrix, I guess. So you have openrc or systemd, or if you want your life to be a bit easier, choose desktop profile. So I'm going to use desktop profile openrc. So we're going to copy the link. It's the copy link. And then wget, Control Shift V. Make sure it's all Gucci, as they say. And there we go. So we just downloaded the stage 3 onto our /mnt/gentoo. And then there's this important command after downloading it, is to verifying and validating your stage 3 thing. Now, I'm just going to skip this, but I recommend you do this. And then installing the stage file. We're going to copy this one. The beauty of using gentoo. Oh. I'm gonna do some thing. Are we all good? Can you see me now? Let me fix this up real quick. Analytics. All right. What made me curious about install openrc is that systemd is acting weird, and I want to challenge myself and use another init system. And for personal reasons, I don't like where systemd is going, so I decided to use openrc. The other init systems, they're just disorienting. I could say that, coming from a systemd user. But once you master the commands, you should be fine. It's like learning how to fix on a Volkswagen or something, or fixing up a Honda. They're both cars, but different parts needed and different needs are needed for each car. All right. And now we're gonna clear this. Control Shift V. tar xpvf stage 3 asterisk. I'm glad. Yeah, openrc is pretty cool. I wish I can use like run it or dinit like the other, but openrc is cool. Adders include. This will extract the stage 3 file. There we go. And now we're going to do is look for C flags. C flags. Fogs. Save C flags. This will optimize our PC. Let's see what version. Yeah, it is more complicated. Let's see. Control Shift. Authentic AMD Ryzen 5. Okay. Authentic AMD Ryzen 5 7535U with Radeon graphics. Oh. What Zen version is this? Resolve. Mark native. Oh, wait. Genuine Intel. Ryzen. AMD Ryzen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7X2. Zen version 3. We'll figure that out later. Installing the base system. Copy. This is to access the internet in our what's it called? In our, I can't think today. In our CH root. And now we do our first WebRC. Yeah, CH root. You said it. And now we're gonna go and emerge, ask, vim, resolve. And now we just hurry up and wait. Because the default text editor is Nano. And I feel like I screw up files in Nano. So I prefer to use Vim. So it will be less prone to error. And I'm just comfortable using Vim. Takes like 15 seconds to get to 6 packages. So 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. So like a minute. 5, no, wait. Yeah, like a minute. This should last about a minute. Shikarin. Look at all this Shikarin. Look at all this Shikarin. Oh man, I don't have my pick. Where's my pick? Oh man. Don't have a messy room, guys. Only professionals have messy rooms. I'm glad I can be able. That's good. Yeah, being able to see its root. That's cool. Yeah, Manjaro. The last time I used Manjaro was like a few years ago. So it was a good distro. I can say that. It was. I don't know how is it now, but just let me know. If I can only find a pick. I just use this quarter. Find the pick. Find the pick. Yeah. Oh, we're like halfway done. Nice. It needs to be tuned. Yeah. Yeah, nevertheless, I heard good things about it. So, parallel jobs. I did it on my desktop, and I don't really know much of a difference. But that's a good opportunity to test it out on this laptop. Let's see. Because usually I just stick to the defaults and it's like, that's all I do. But let's set up the merge default ops definitely on this system. Let's see, where is my tuner? Tuner, where are you? Where are you, tuner? Tuner. Guitar. Te regalo una rosa. Me la encontré en el camino. No, do not fall asleep. There we go. Full gentoo actually, but with the kernel, it's gonna be gentoo kernel, not one of those custom kernels, just to make things easier. So the precompiled packages, I'm thinking of using either the gentoo kernel or the bin kernel. So that might be the few, or yeah, the one of the three main compiled packages that are binary. The three. Yeah, because I got work tomorrow. Who would have thought that a Gentoo user would have a job? A day job. I need a capo for this one, but whatever. I'll just play what I got. So this is 3 notes per string. So you go D, E. It's just a hobby only, actually. Yeah, it's just a hobby. Yeah, time and patience. And if you're already installing Gentoo, you already have enough of that. So, time and patience. Oh, shit. I need a pick. Quarters don't do it for me. Okay. Say no to the EBT card. Come on, pick. Where are you? Where's the pick? Yes! Found the pick. There we go. The pick. But real professionals do not use a plectrum, but use their fingers. Yeah, I need to learn how to do fingerstyle. But no shame in using the pick, because I use the pick. Play Gerudo Valley. I wish. I need to learn that song. Oh my god, I love The Legend of Zelda. But we're gonna continue on installing this. The next song is gonna be, I don't know yet. Alright. E-select profile. Okay. Now emerge, ask BTRFS progs DOS FS tools and crypt setup. Dale, Zelda, dale, pásame la trifuerza que tengo hambre. Tráeme una botella de soda grande que me está esperando la prieta in Gerudo Valley. If you heard of that song, that's a meme song from some other YouTuber. It had Ganondorf dancing around, dancing to like bachata music from what's in his name? El Rosario. I forgot his name. The one that says Kulikitakati, Kulikitakata. That one. Let's see. Yeah, it's a Dominican guy from the Dominican Republic. Bachata music is nice. And there are times where, like, both English and Spanish, I can both speak it, but I can speak better English than I do Spanish. My Spanish, pues poco a poco estoy aprendiendo cada día. So, little by little, I'm learning Spanish every day. There's some new words like domicile, like domicilio, that means like your address. That's the newest word I learned. Like, I can communicate in Spanish, but not like in the professional sense, you know? It's funny because, like, when I speak English, they notice I have an accent. But when I speak Spanish, I sound like an American attempting to speak English, Spanish. It's funny. It's like, no soy de aquí, ni soy de allá. So it's kind of, yeah, it is what it is. Alright. Save C flags. Now we're going to edit the still compiling. Oh wait, no, it's ending. There we go. Aye. Resolve mark native. Zen version 3. Zen version 3. This is the mark we need. Zen version 3. So vim/etc portage make.conf. Oh, that's cool. A fellow Spanish speaker. That's what's up. Oh, this guitar needs to be saved. I believe in you. You can do more than one language if you want to. You got this, man. I believe in you. So, all right, common flags. Now we're going to edit this. Zen version 3. Let's see if this is the correct. Zen version 3. Version 1, Zen. Oh, wait. Mark equals Zen version 3 minus mark Zen version 3 minus pipe 02. And then let's try emerge default ops. Is there a difference between mark native and safe C flags? That is an excellent question. So this is to, so if you want to compile another computer, say you got a Pentium lying around and you want to compile for that Pentium and you got a Zen version 3 or a Ryzen 7, for example. Yeah, I'm assuming I'm only compiling for my specific hardware. I don't know, it seems faster, but I could be wrong. I'm learning every day. I'm learning along as you guys. Because like when I do Zen version 3, it's because say for example you got a potato laptop, right? Or a potato computer. And there's this thing called dist-c where you can compile for another computer that's powerful. And I want to use that feature for this Raspberry Pi if this is possible. I don't know if it's possible to compile Raspberry Pi stuff from this laptop to this. But I'll look into that. I could be wrong. You setting up a J flag for your cores? Not sure what it's officially called. Oh, the jobs. Yeah, the jobs. Yeah, I'm just gonna use emerge default ops. So insert emerge default ops equals let's say J4. Or that's why I don't use Nano, I use Vim. I have not. I compiled. Some of it was some of the pack binaries, like the kernel, and the bootloader was from the Raspberry Pi Foundation, and everything else was compiled. But dist-c, I want to test that out. I have not tried that yet for the Raspberry Pi. Because look at this. My depressed ass has this Raspberry Pi with a touchscreen, and I can build a cyber deck with it. but my ass was too depressed to even 3D print an enclosure. Emerge default ops is like to like compile two packages simultaneously, for example. Like a handful of packages, for example. So let's go over here. Parallel builds. So instead of going one by one traditionally, emerge default ops just compiles two packages or three simultaneously, if that makes sense. Emerge default ops. Zen version native. There we go. Save C flags. Emerge sync. Add binary, whatever. There we go. Emerge, ask. If this gets an error, it's because the make.conf has a error. But let's see. CPU ID to CPU flags. One shot. CPU ID to CPU flags. CPU flags. There we go. It didn't emerge default ops. Because maybe it's because it was one package. Downloading. Yeah, you don't, but I do it because it's good practice. You know, I just like to type things verbosely. But yeah, you can definitely do it without the ask. Because, for example, what if you're trying to emerge Steam and it asks you to edit some config file? I chose openrc because I wanted to challenge myself and wean myself off of systemd, because systemd is sus as F, and I love using systemd because it's easier to use, but I chose openrc just to broaden my horizons, you know. And this is just a general like laptop that I use for going to work or just editing documents. I just do this because I love Gentoo Linux so much, and I get bored with Arch Linux. Yeah. Nothing wrong with Arch Linux. It's just that I just like tinkering with my crap. Let's see. CPU ID to CPU flags. And now video cards. CD etc portage package dot use vim 00 op. How long have I been doing Gentoo? I've been using Gentoo for 5 years, I think. Usually it takes me 2 hours on when I'm not streaming. But yeah, I've used Gentoo Linux for 5 years, I think. I stopped counting, but I'm not a Gentoo master yet, because there's still things about Gentoo I'm still learning about, and learn from you guys every day. And video cards, AMD GPU, Radeon SI, because this is the specific. Oh, really? Wow. 5 hours. That's pretty good. Do you use it before? Because 5 hours, that's pretty quick for. Or you used it before? AMD GPU Radeon SI. And now we go to the accept license. Copy. CD. Vim make.conf. Emerge default ops. There we go. Zim version 3. Jobs 4. Default ops. Okay. There we go. So let me show you something real quick, you guys. So vim make.conf. The accept license, I keep it as free and binary redistributable. I'll load average for it to load to work. Make ops emerge. Load average. I don't know. Is that a point? Yes, it is a point. It's a full stop after the Y. Or before the Y, actually. I seen one of the people in the comment section did a full AMD 64 kind of thing going on, and he had no problem. Like full AMD 64, but that was like years ago. It could be different now. Like it also depends on like what repositories are you using. If you're just using the Gentoo repository, there might be no problem with that. You're going full AMD 64 curly mustachy thing. But it just depends. Let's see. Installing. Eh. Let's see if it works. All right. It's guitar time. You use AMD 64 once and there wasn't much of a problem, but there are too many updates. It's like running bleeding edge. Man, I love this guitar. Say, parallel fetch and parallel stock candy. Alright. I didn't know that. Sweet. You see, I'm learning every day from you guys. Oh man. But I know this part of the song. Alright, let's see. Ew. I'm still learning that damn song. Uh, bar chords. $20, $40, $60, $80. So 3/4 of the way done, something like that. Hmm. Yeah, music theory. Yeah, music theory is very interesting actually because like it kind of teaches you how to make music that sounds closer to what you want it to be. It's like a language. Like you're able to express it with other musicians. Like think of music theory as like a bit of math and a bit of language. That's how what I would say music theory is like. And like the your majors and your minors and your major sevenths, all that good stuff. The major seventh chord, I love playing that. Like the F A C E chord on the piano. Played a bit of piano in high school, like in the ancient times of the dinosaur. So this is a D major or a D major or a D. It's getting hot because of this damn PC compiling. I would turn on the fan, but it will interfere with the audio. How's it going? I'm doing all right. Just enjoying life in this hot room with this laptop compiling right here. But how you been? Yeah, I understand. No worries. I've been busy too with my day job. Yeah, that's what's up. Another day, another dollar. I bet you know that song from Metallica. No. I stopped using the Arctic setup and decided to reinstall Gentoo on this laptop right here. This one. But Arctic is pretty good. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I stopped using it to this day. But Arctic's really good. Toot, toot, toot. Hey, what up? What I'm doing is playing guitar and waiting for this thing to update for my Gentoo install on this laptop. So far, we compiled. Well, first we formatted the drives or the drive, set the partition, mounted, and now we ch rooted to the system and installing Gentoo. Before that, I was using Void Linux because a specific YouTuber that I followed at the time before I was even a YouTuber used Void Linux. I think his name was Luke Smith. Yeah, yeah, Luke Smith. I used it because and run it. Funny enough, is pretty cool. It had me appreciate System D and understand like init systems and whatever System D is. Yeah, the AUR. Uh, the LUR is malware is pretty tough. The Gentoo is spelled Gentoo. So, session about the system. This is the live CD. This is what I'm intending to install right here. Gentoo Linux. This is just the live CD. It's a source based distribution. I may need to do this to my old Alienware. Is on Windows 7. Oh yeah. Yeah, install Linux on your Alienware. Bring life to old hardware. Hmm. Nice. So it's a desktop then. Or is it a laptop? Because I see discrete NVIDIA card. So I'd assume it's a desktop if it's discrete. But I cannot assume because that will make an ass out of you and me. Yeah, Macs are nice. Oh, okay, so it's a laptop. You bought a T480p. A T480 just recently. Needed a beater for work and one night travel. Yeah, those are good. The oldest laptop I got is a T490, and I wish I can Libre boot it so I can remove the Intel management engine bullcrap. But it's gonna blow a fuse if I try to edit the firmware. Oh, nice. 555, 555M GeForce. Yeah, yeah, disposable junk. As I get older, I feel like the wonder of technology just kind of fade away. And Linux brings the power back to the user, you know? Nice. Man, I'm so envious that you get to Libre boot your T480. I got a T490 and it's not gonna let me Libre boot it because it has the fuse. If it doesn't have TPM, then I would say it doesn't work Windows 11 on that computer. Yeah. Oh, twinkle, Patrick Star. The build CMake, that will usually take a long time to compile. Folsom Prison Blues. Not yet, but I would love to learn that. That's from Johnny Cash, eh? I think it's from Johnny Cash. Yeah, I would love to play that song. Folsom Prison Blues. Let's see. Nice on guitar. Right now, I prefer XFCE is cool. It's lightweight. But since it's everything's moving to Wayland, I would say use I would say I like KDE how it looks, but I also like the look of GNOME. So someone is shorts using KDE and GNOME. I think I prefer like XFCE, but I've been using Hyperland lately. So using, but my favorite window manager is Xmanad. I love Xmanad. It got me into programming. Still a beginner programmer, by the way, but it really taught you a lot about Haskell and like functional programming, and the beauty of it is like once you go functional, you don't want to go back. to object-oriented BS, I guess. I'm still a noob, but I try to. Yeah. I was thinking of running Ex Libre. I had it before, just to see what's all the fuss about, and run X-Men ad on this thing. It's taking a long time. Do do do. You got Wheezy out here. Oh, I found the original song for that. None of that. Yeah, the mumble rap. The I guess rap's not the same anymore. But yeah. I wish I could play music in here, but you got me. So I don't get copyright striked. Estrique from the copyright, hey. Now, whoever watched Joji before he was Joji, or was Filthy Frank, that was World Star Money by Joji. World Star Money by Joji. I don't know if you like Joji or not. Yeah, Joji make good music. I like his old stuff too. I think it's for the best that he became an artist and quit YouTube because of his health. I hope he's happy wherever he's at, Joji. Mesa's compiling. It shouldn't take long. Let's see how far into the install we are at. Updating the world. Okay, this is where we're at. And then set in the locale. So installing Gentoo is basically installing Arch Linux the manual way, but with compiling and. But the similarities are similar. That makes sense. that song better. Just keep practicing, just keep practicing. Get some shikarin, some chicharron. Look at all this shikarin. If you ever, it was one of them Facebook memes that my dad sent me. I don't have a Facebook, but there was this dude, a white guy. He's like, "Oh, look at all this shikarin," which was chicharron. It was like, "Oh man, that is awesome." It's like, "Oh, look at all this shikarin." Sounds like Shakira. Shakira. Oh yeah. When I was a young boy, my father would beat me with a stick to show, I don't know. When I was a young boy, my father would take me into the city. The city. All right. All right. Now, on with the show. We continue forward. All right. Let's see here. And then we're gonna set up the zone -sf. Use our share zone info. And then vim/etc locale.gen. Got it down to Inglesias. Inglés sin barreras. Inglés sin barreras. Let's go. Hablar inglesation. El arturation, installation, el gentation. El gentuation. Hablamos station, inglesation de Inglaterration. Oh, thanks. America in English. Alright, locale out. Locale dash gen. And then eSelect locale list. eSelect locale set for. Okay, perfect. And then copy. And now the fun part. So vim slash etc. No wait, vim make.conf. So if you can remember from earlier, the accept license, the free and the binary redistributable. We need the binary redistributable so we can be able to download our Linux firmware. So let's see if I downloaded the appropriate. Emerge, ask, crypt setup, Linux. Linux firmware and what else? Crypt setup, Linux firmware, DOAS. Oh, okay, it's already installed. And what the hell is installed genfstab? Make things easier for us instead of harder. Linux firmware usually takes a long time to compile. Brush, 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 brush. Ow. Shakarin, Shakarin. What? Oh. All right. Now we're going to edit the ETC portraits. This is the bootloader we're going to use. Ew. Is Lamine a good alternative to grub, system deboot, etc.? I mean, you can use grub if you want. I just use Lamine because I want to test myself to see if I can install it or not. But I've been using Lamine on my main system and it's pretty cool. I'll show you how to configure it later on in the video. Because before I was using system deboot and I was using system deboot and I decided to use Lamine instead of grub because I use crypt setup and Lamine doesn't have problem using the Argon keys for to type in the password, the passphrase to unlock the root partition. Yeah, TPM support can be a pain. Just to speed things up, we're going to use a bin kernel, but you can use whatever kernel you want. The world's your oyster. Let's see. Let's see if it's very good. Snake jazz. TPM. Don't smoke. Not recommended. It's addicting stuff. Snake jazz. Oh man, this is gonna take forever. Clang. Now, if only there was a way I can bring the camera outside. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. As a reminder not to delete Clang with emerge deep clean after updating at world for my next installation. But other than that, should be smooth sailing. Mm-hmm. Do not smoke, kids. It's not worth it. Pelita de Batman. Match jobs to like. Gotta do something real quick. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, sorry about the wait, guys. Nature was calling. Yeah. Let's see how much memory this thing is using. Touch screen, connected device. No, that's not the right one. Hmm. As a system D user, what I think of openrc so far, I would say that I wish that the commands were a bit like similar to like system D, meaning that, let's see, when you do RC service, like RC update add to the default, like RC update add network manager default, there's like this thing like between RC update and default. So RC update add network manager default. But when it comes to RC service, this is RC service network manager stop. It's just a nitpick. But so far I like openrc. It's pretty nice. I'm just nitpicking at the system because openrc is a bit disorienting for me as a system D user. I wish, like, that's why I want to use the alternative called dinit if possible, but they don't have it on Gentoo yet. Be cool if they did dinit. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to use dinit on Gentoo. I gotta thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I wanted to see a stream of you installing Gentoo for a while now. To see how you did it. Oh yeah? Huh. Most of the time it's just hurry up and waiting. For me. Usually I just do other things while it's compiling. Like play guitar or journal in my book right here. Really nice book. This is also my favorite pen. It's like a Pentel. It's a Pentel Energel alloy. To look at the kernel command line. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, tidy up a room. That I need to do, but cannot make a lot of noise right now because my parents are sleeping. Got people sleeping tonight. I wonder what the fuck AI says. Hmm. Let's see what it says. This kernel, yada yada yada. bootloader. Yeah, absolutely. Because I don't remember what I use to get I have to check on my current machine to see if I use openrc in it or sys. I'm honored. Thank you. How you doing? Really? Thank you. Wow. Glad I could make your day. Right now we're just compiling. Oh, what's it called? Old Clang. Good old Clang. Takes forever to compile. Clang. It's time to do stretches. 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 Let's see, what time is it right now on my watch. Oh, nice. It is bad. My favorite window manager would have to be X-Men ad. My favorite compositor so far, Hyperland. What about yours? What's your favorite window manager slash compositor? Let me show you. This is my favorite window manager. Oh, cool. Yeah, Hyperland is cool too. Yeah. I don't really use much Reddit at all. I deleted my Reddit account like years ago. Oh yeah? Well, is it like one of those M1 Macs or those new M processor Macs? What's so special about Haskell? It has a deep, it's just personal, I guess, like a form of Stockholm syndrome where I was a noob and I was learning how to program in Haskell as my first language, and it rewired my brain that I cannot look at other languages the same. Like Haskell is like a functional programming language, so it uses what's it called? Immutable data. So if x equals to 4, it will equal to 4 throughout the function. And to get a bit of like what's it called? To get a bit of like unpredictability or something. I forgot what it's called, but it's the main function. So the main function, you start using it for executing other functions, if that makes sense. I don't know. Haskell is really interesting. How it works. Stop with this AI shit. Let's see here. Alright, so you got the potato function, and it takes a string and outputs a string. Use AI. That's a good one. Otherwise, put in a number. No! Alright. So we type in the main function. So IO empty list a main equals do potato there we go. It's a string. Fuck. Potato. I do have a GitHub account, but I usually main it to keep my dot files. But yeah, I don't have any projects that I'm involved in yet. Oh, that's right. I know what the problem is. Put string line $. Then this should run. 2 1. And then some random crap. Put in a number. No! Yeah, that's how you program in Haskell. It's a weird language, but I love it. Linux firmware. We're going to install the bin version. I know, it's scary. The bin version of the kernel. So, because I have work tomorrow, or actually today, to be specific. So you got two functions, the main function and the potato function. The potato function takes a string. It takes a string and then outputs a string. So potato function X is just a generic string. So case X of this is X and it will output to 1 if the string is 1. Now, let's not confuse it with integers, which integers is just like a point. Yeah, it is a weird syntax, but you get used to it. So let me show you something really cool on, let's see, put string line, enter a number from the numpad, and then num of course. Just copy and paste this. It'd be nice if I was using a Vim. Control C. Control V. Run. This is probably gonna cause an overflow. Yup, it did. One. Anything else besides 1 and 2? Enter a number from the numpad. Put in a number now. Or some random crap. Put in a number. No! That's just an example of Haskell. SB sign tools. No, we don't need that. Host install upgrade. Instead of doing this manual fstab crap, we're going to use genfstab. So genf fstab -u / root. Let's see, what's the output? Dem mapper root fs. Very good. Let's forward that to etc fstab cd / etc cat fstab. Very good. And now we're going to set the host name. So host echo Lorraine etc host name. We're going to use network manager. So yeah, it has become more complicated. Especially with BTRFS sub volumes. It's such a pain on the ass to do it manually. Imagine if Portage was compiled in C instead of Python. Now that would be crazy. Oh man. In the C language. I wish, although I don't notice it being that slow, only when I use binary. Huh. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, I fucked up. I forgot to put the BTRFS sub volumes. So, have to start from scratch. But oh my god. You live, you learn. Oh man. Now I notice why something was wrong. Because look, vim slash etc fstab. You see, on rootfs, I only have the root partition subvolume. Huh. Oh man. Yeah. I have forgot to put the sub volumes into this thing. That's what I forgot. Yeah, there is a way. I just have to. I only know how to do it from scratch. Oh my god. Well, I guess you learn from me. This is why I record this stuff because, like, you guys learn from me. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Because I just need a home sub volume. So let's see here. Let's see. RC update add. Manager. Mangagger. There we go. Oh. My fingers were typing mindlessly. Let's see here. Lorraine. Yeah. There we go. I don't know why I'm getting hungry. Seriously. Getting hungry in the worst times. Shit. else am I missing? Let's see here. CD boot. Okay, dir-p boot EFI boot EFI boot EFI boot. There we go. Copy verbose. Okay. Six point 18.35. VM Linux 6.18.35. is that if it would have a problem with it, I just do boot because it's easier to configure with Lamine. This is the root UUID. Root UUID. And then where's the kernel command line? Okay. Crypt root. All right. Equals root. Cat. Oh, damn it. You won't have any problems using root flags equals sub volume. Let me see. Because like the sub volume is / for the root fs. So because it didn't put the sub volumes for BTRFS. So let's see. Um let's see if this even works. Probably won't. Huh. Failed. Okay. I know what to do now. Let's see here. Edit. It freaking works. Let me increase the texts for you guys. cd/etc. No, wait, slash. I had a typo on the Lamine config. So, module path has to be dist -bin. Like the vmlin is. Yeah. Thanks. Let's reboot it for good measure. Ah. Alright. I gotta go log into my Wi-Fi real quick. So, have to do this real quick. So, there we go. So, if you like it, let me know. If you dislike it, tell me why. And I hope you have a good one. And is there anything else you want me to do before I head to sleep? No? I hope you have a good one, guys. But until then, stay awesome. So,